the Central Coast. And tonight we're talking CSAs, Community Supported Agriculture. And there's one here on the Central Coast that I was a part of for a couple of years and really enjoyed while I was. It's called SLO VEG. That's pretty easy to remember, right? SLO and then VEG. You can find more about them at SLOveg.com. Rachel Hill, the proprietor, joins us here in studio right now. And welcome to Market Fresh.
Thanks, Randall. I'm really happy to be here.
Well, when I first heard about your operation was really soon after you got started, I think. And I was working for KCOY at the time. And I thought, I want to do that. And so I did. I signed up. And it was great. Every week a different box would magically arrive.
It's just like Christmas.
Every week. And it's one of those where, some families at Christmas, your parents or whoever ask you, what do you want for Christmas? You give them a list and then you get the list. With SLO VEG, you didn't know what you were getting. And I liked that aspect of it. We could talk about that. Let's start with what is a CSA, first of all, for people that are not familiar with them.
Well, a CSA, Randall, is it's a farm share where a person can go to the farm, link up with them. They pay an upfront cost and buy into that share for the season. They can either pick that up at the farm or go directly to a drop spot. And
we have those in San Luis Obispo, other ones?
There's quite a few others, I believe, in North County and South County.
Cal Poly used to do that, and then they stopped the program, I believe.
They did stop their program.
That helped you?
It did help us. They're now growing for us, which is amazing. We love their product.
Oh, really? You have Cal Poly produce in your back.
Exactly. We reach out to them almost every week, see what they've got coming, and rotate.
So you're how long into it now?
This June, we're going to roll into our 4th year.
Really?
Yes, we're really excited about that.
So we were with you in the beginning then. Because,
you were definitely there.
Yeah, because we haven't had it now for at least a year or more.
Right, exactly.
So let's talk about how you make your arrangement with the producers. How many different ones do you use?
Well, we're networked with about 30 or 40 different farmers from Goleta all the way over to Sanger. Each of the farmers...
Sanger in the Central Valley?
Yes, exactly. The farmers that you see at Farmers Market, we've reached out to each of them. Everything grows seasonal, so we're always switching farmers. We want a diverse offering in our box.
Yeah.
And so each week we call up a new one, see what they have, put together a box, kind of pair items. That way, with our box, we do send you an email that's going to tell you recipes that you can try out, pair veggies with it.
I loved that. You came to the rescue many times with that recipe page because the box would arrive and we would open it up and look at it. And, right off the top, it's like, oh, great, blueberries or whatever, and you're pulling stuff out of the box. And then it's like, what's this?
That's like collard greens. I never tried them.
Right. So I said, well, if we go to SLOveg.com or if I check my email, I know that it's in there also, and I would look it up. And then you were kind enough to provide recipes, often for the things that you thought people might not know about.
Exactly. You're like, okay, what is this? This looks foreign.
Well, I'll tell you that my list of ingredients that I would use in the kitchen greatly expanded after becoming a SLO VEG customer, and now it is really common for us to cook with kale and chard, two things we had never purchased prior.
Fennel.
Fennel's great.
I love fennel. I didn't like it at first, and now it's one of my favorite items. Love it raw.
Yeah. It's like black licorice a little bit.
Yes, it is. It's one of the new favorites. So
there's a woman in the Central Valley, in fact, I think in Sanger, that makes fennel pollen.
Wow!
It comes in like a little tin can, and it's just the pollen from the fennel plant, and it lasts for such a long time. And you just sprinkle a little of that into whatever dish you're making, and especially if you're using fennel in that dish, and it boosts the fennel factor by 20, 30%.
Is she at Farmers Market?
She where I originally bought it was at the Morro Bay Farmers Market, but I don't think she comes to the Central Coast anymore.
Oh, darn.
I know.
But I'm always looking for new items to share with our customers.
She might. So if you just Google fennel pollen.
I think I'll try that.
Or I'll send you an email when I get home. I'll look on the can.
That sounds great.
There's probably something right there. So what options do your customers have? are they tied to one box a week of a certain size?
Oh, with our service, you have the option of Monday through Friday delivery. You could have that weekly, every other week. You can have once a month. We do offer 3 different sizes. We have our small box, which is geared for 1 to 2 people. Our medium is 2 to 3, and our large is for 3 to 5. Basically, if you have a dislike, we're more than happy to accommodate you. We'll sub out other items. We want to keep the value in your box for you.
Yeah. What's the organic to conventional ratio?
Let's see. It's probably 80-20. Probably 20% organic.
Yeah.
And it just
that's about
depends.
what you would find at the market too.
Right, exactly. All of the farmers that we use do grow pesticide-free or certified organic.
Oh, well, that's great because, it doesn't have to be, it's a big process and expensive to go through the organic certification, to go through the entire organic certification process. And sometimes they're growing pesticide free. It's just they have to do it for 10 years on that piece of land before.
Exactly.
There's so many different aspects to it.
Yeah, there are a number of our farmers that have chose, they grow that way, but they have just chose not to go ahead and get that certification because there's a big process to it. So.
Right. When I was a SLO VEG member, I was traveling all over the state constantly. And so I would have to contact you and say, no box this week. Okay, a box started again on, January 15th or whatever. And I found that to be so easy if you know your schedule and you're going to be out of town. And even if you don't, at the last minute, I would send you something sometimes and say that, we just can't make it. And so
that's one of the great options with us. If you're not going to be home, you're going out of town, last minute, shoot us an email. We'll place a hold with the credit card merchant. If your card processes, we'll credit your next delivery. You're really not locked in with us. You're really not paying an upfront cost. You pretty much pay per delivery.
Yeah.
Yeah. And super simple.
And we found that the quality of the produce that you get and the amount and the convenience all combined together, you have a really great price point.
Well, thank you. We agree, and it's, with everything being so fresh, it's no more than 2 days picked. Our farmers, we have the greatest farmers. Some of our favorites are Cal Poly, Batista Farms.
Oh, Batista, yeah.
Yes, Batista's one of our favorites. We use them quite frequently. Also, L&C Smith Farms, Schledowitz Farms, and all of these, they're scattered all around the community. And your
Sorry about that. My phone's going on. I don't know if that was picked up by the microphone or not, but
we're hands down. We have some of the best farmers here. They're just willing to accommodate us. We have a number of them that are growing for us. We select the items, go through the farm book. Let's pick this. We want this for this season because a number of farmers here locally grow the same items. So we're always looking for farmers that'll go outside and grow certain things that we like.
Now, you don't have to physically travel to all these different farms to pick up the produce, do you?
When we started, yes, we did.
Uh-huh.
Yes, we pretty much streamlined our process to where almost all of them are now delivering to our warehouse here in SLO.
Oh, that's much better.
It's so much nicer.
I'm picturing you in a car driving out to Sanger and then down to, Goleta.
Right.
That's a big
That is a
span.
big gap, yeah. For those citrus farmers and cherry farmers that are out of our community and come a little further, they'll deliver to us a couple times a week.
Do your customers have a favorite season? Like, do you see drop off like in late fall and then they pick up again in September, or do most people carry through?
This last year, it was pretty amazing. We pretty much kept almost all of our clients throughout the winter. There's a little bit of a drop off, but I would have to say spring and summer are really huge for us in the past, and we're really excited about the upcoming season.
You had great stone fruit selection, I remember.
We did.
Oh,
I can't wait. Apricots are coming.
Yeah, the apricots. There was a peach one time that came in the box, and I don't know, it was almost like a religious experience. I took a bite of that peach, and I thought, that might be the best peach I've ever had.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was so good. It was worth the entire cost of the box,
Yay.
And so you're really good also about recycling. I like that.
Yeah, with your harvest box, we deliver your box. You hold on to it. We come back, your following delivery, you set the box out. We'll exchange it for a full one. and we're all go green.
Now, a couple of shows ago, we featured SLO Fresh Catch, I believe it's called.
It is SLO Fresh Catch, the community sustainable fishery.
And so you include that in your boxes.
We do. You have that option. You can add fresh fish. They offer an 8 or a 16-ounce portion. I will deliver it to you. We just ask our customers, set out a small cooler, a little gel pack. We'll slip it in there. They've got fresh fish.
And I remember I thought, how are they going to pull this off? And then I would get the box, and sure enough, that fish was nice and cold. Yeah. And so that's a CFA,
Community Sustainable Fishing. So CSF. CSF. So all your fishermen out of Tognazzini's, Morro Bay, and they're fishing the coast.
Tognazzini's Dockside. I love that place on the weekends. I got to tell you, I got to step away from that place from time to time because I have a little bit too much fun there. But great fish, great produce, great idea. I'm glad you did it. I'm glad it's successful and growing.
Well, we love what we're doing. It's just so fun sustaining and creating new jobs. And
you wanted to give a shout out to your customers, right?
I definitely want to give a shout out to my customers. SLO VEG, we love you. All of you customers, you're amazing.
Cool.
Thank you for spreading the word.
Rachel Hill, proprietor of SLO VEG. It is SLO VEG, easyenough.com. Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much.
Stick around, everyone. We got the Street Report coming up next.
It's Market Fresh on Crush 92.5 FM.
Randall.